Me not trust people.
Alexiadeanne.
Hey guys, this story time about how my family got catfished and scammed. So this actually happened this past week, and I wrote down like a couple of notes and stuff like that when I'm telling the story, so that way, you know, I don't release too much information or I don't forget a part or something. Okay, so it all started back in maybe like December over winter break. Me and my family kind of had a disagreement with our landlord, so I was like totally fed up, and I'm just like, we gotta move, like we gotta move pronto. So we started looking for new places to live. We got in contact with this guy. Let's call this guy John Doe. So he was saying stuff around the lines of, you know, just moved to Virginia and we have this home, and we want to rent it out to a nice family that will take care of the house for us. You can live there as long as you want. And it was almost like a miracle. Like, I was just like, kind of like, you know, it's too good to be true, you know? But let's entertain this and see how far this goes. So my mom exchanged emails with him back and forth, and at this point I'm already back at school. So yeah, they were exchanging emails back and forth. My dad and my two brothers, they were like totally down to move. Like, they loved the house because they actually went to go see the house. I didn't see the house, but they FaceTimed me and showed me everything. They didn't see the inside of the house. They just like looked around, because that's what the guy John Doe told them to do. Like, you know, go look at the house, see what neighborhood's like, if you like it. So they went to go do that. And so my mom, she's kind of like, you know, at this point it's 3 against 2. So my mom's kind of just like, I don't know, like, you know, because of the price, like, she's like, you know, he could get more money for this. I don't know if this is legit, you know, that type of thing. So I was like, okay, well, send me John's information and I'm gonna look him up to see if everything he says is true. So I look him up. John has a Facebook. So I'm going through his Facebook. I'm seeing if I can see pictures of the house. I'm seeing, you know, who's his kids, his wife, seeing if everything checks out, basically. But one thing I did notice is that John didn't have anything about Virginia on his Facebook. Like he didn't recently move, you know, when you have the location on your photos, Virginia wasn't tagged. So I was kind of just like, I don't know, you know, this might be him, you know, and he just hasn't updated his Facebook. We're talking to this guy more and more, and he's saying things like, since he's in Virginia, he's saying things like, oh, how it would work is that I would send you the keys to the house. And I'm just like, okay. Me at this point, I'm like, you know, I know nothing about having a house or anything. I'm just like, how is that even gonna work with him being in Virginia? But my mom explained stuff to me, and it just kind of went through one ear and out the other, and I was like, hey, if it checks out for you, like, great. So eventually, this is all through email. So eventually my mom gets a number for him, and it's a Google number. She finally talked to him over the phone. John, the Facebook that John had, John Doe is Caucasian, and he's a elderly man, maybe like 70s, 80s, right? My mom gets off the phone with him, and she's like, yeah, John sounds black and he doesn't sound a day over 40. And I'm just like, what? Like, so I'm like, send me the Google number, send me everything, all the information you got from him. So stupid enough, John sends his address in Virginia. So I look up the address, and sure enough, my pencil dropped. Sure enough, The person that owns the house is an Indian guy, and he's 36. And I'm like, light bulb clicks in my head. I'm just like, so are you someone else trying to be John? Like are you trying to catfish me right now? Like, you want my money? Nah, fam. We get to the point where we look up the house that we're planning to move, like his house, and we see someone else associated with the house. So we call that person, and let's just call her Sylvia. She seemed like a Sylvia. So we call Sylvia, and Sylvia, at this point, I'm in between classes. So my mom calls me, and then we three-way Sylvia, and I'm just like listening to hear the tea, you know. So we call, and Sylvia's like, what? No. I definitely still own this house, and I'm selling it for John. And we're like, okay. She was like, yeah, John did live there, but he like gave me the property to sell. Yeah, I have a different asking price than that. So whoever told you that is lying to you. And we're like, okay, Sylvia, like, thank you for this needed information, you know? So Sylvia's like, okay, well, can you give me John's information so that we can report him? I mean, we gave her the address, the phone number, the email, everything. We were like, here you go, Sylvia. Take care of this because someone's trying to like scam people with your property. She's like, thank you so much. Hang up. And I was like, it's a good thing that we had, you know, enough sense to check stuff like that. So then my mom decides, well, I decide for my mother that we're gonna send John a nice message because we know that he is not John. So we say, dear Mr. I'm pretty certain that you posted this offer expecting you would accumulate quite a number of responses. Your story was quite good, but it raised some red flags. I'm sure you would like for me to let you know what they are so that you can perfect your story for the next scam, but I won't. I wanted to see just how far you would have taken your scam, but I was not willing to give you a penny of my hard-earned money. Would you have sent me keys? Would they have worked? And if they did, would my family have been arrested for trespassing and left out in the cold with no home? My family, especially my daughter, did our due diligence, but not everyone did. So I'm sure you have managed to scam some people. No, we will not accept your offer or participate in this scam. We hope that you find it in your sick, cold heart to take this listing down and stop feeding of others' vulnerabilities. Have a blessed day, Georgia. I was like, yes, Mom. Mom is a savage. Wonder who I get it from. But it's just like, it's not cool, you know, to ever scam somebody like that because times are tough right now. And, you know, I can't stand to be around people like that entertain stuff like that, feed off of other people. Survival of the fittest, yes, but that doesn't mean you need to cheat and lie your way to get what you want to get, if you feel me. So right now we kind of took a break from house hunting. Like, after this whole situation, my little brothers are like low-key crushed, and I don't blame them because we were getting really excited. Me not trust people. So if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. Also share with your friends. I post videos every Sunday, so yeah. Okay, I'm done. Bye.